everyone, Sprawlsy here. It's now been 4.5 months-ish since lockdown began here in the good old UK, and it's now in the process of being lifted slowly, sporadically, with some reversals in lockdown, but generally since the beginning it's been 4.5 months and we're not back to how it was before yet. And it basically means I've spent a lot of the past 4 months at home, and it's got me wondering, have I learned anything? I suppose what I've learned is very similar to everyone else who's been at home, but I suppose the number one thing I learned is I can juggle. Look. Juggle, juggle, juggle. Ooh, I'm doing quite well with the juggling. Ooh, I did pretty well there. So good juggling on my part. Okay, you might be wondering why I'm using some sticky tape, masking tape and a red fluffy dragon, because I have no idea where my own juggling balls are. So I was just making use of what was around, and yeah, pretty, ow, yeah, that didn't go so well. Pretty good. Let's move on. Let's move on with this video. So it's been 4.5 months of lockdown and I've learned I can juggle. I have also learned I can work very well from home. I have an office job, and from the moment lockdown started I was working from home, and I have been every day. And the benefit of working from home is it reduces my commute by a lot. So instead of a train journey that is anything from a half hour to an hour, because that's how reliable the trains were, I now have a 10-minute walk. No, it's a 10-minute walk to the train station and then a train journey. But whilst working from home, my commute is a 10-second walk from my bed, which is right here, to a table where my work is set up at, which is 10-second walk. So that's a really good change in commute, and it saves me a lot of money every month, but it also saves me a good couple of hours a day. So that train journey was obviously as much as an hour to get to work, and then as much as an hour to get back. And the train journey itself was stressful and tiring. So by the time I was at work, I was knackered. And yeah, by not having to do that, I feel so much more relaxed, refreshed. Having those extra couple of hours a day to myself, that means I get to sleep in the mornings, and then in the evenings I get to eat earlier, and my meals are of better quality. So, yeah, I'm eating so much better, and I get to put more fancy stuff into my food as well, because normally it was get back from work, cook as quickly as possible, whereas now with more time to myself I can spend a bit more time. For example, I have some fiery Diablo hot sauce, as you can see here. I can put this into my cooking. Whilst I have no idea what's actually in it, because it was a gift and I've lost the packaging, it's very tasty, very fruity, and packs a little bit of heat. So now I'll show you. So very tasty that. I'm pretty much snacking on it. Yummers. So there's a bit of a kick of heat at the beginning, but nothing overpowering. Well, not overpowering for me anyway. It's got a nice then fruity lasting taste. So a bit of a heat, but nothing overpowering. Something that'd be great to just add a little flavour, a little punch to like a fry up, a roast, chili, curry, you name it, you can probably put this sauce on it. But back to the video in hand. But basically, as to the fact that whilst I've been spending much more time at home, I've been cooking more fancy with my cooking, and yes, spending more time and eating so much better. So that's pretty much the summary of what I've been doing in lockdown. Oh, and reading. Read through a few storybooks. Peter Pan, Secret Garden, It. It did take a while to read. But for one thing I have missed in lockdown is going out places. Not been able to go on a holiday and days out, not been able to do a day out anywhere. But hopefully in the new year, because it's not looking very likely I can go on holiday this year, but hopefully in 2021, more holidays and more days out. Very nice. But for Little Red Dragon has been keeping me very good company whilst I've been here at home. Because obviously lockdown means much more time at home, less time going outside. And finally, at the very beginning of lockdown, a little kitty cat joined my little household. Little moggy cat named Betty, who does not like the camera at all, so refuses to be in front of the camera. It's basically, get the camera out, she runs away. But I've learned that I'm a very good parent, and Betty is a very naughty cat. 5 o'clock in the morning, she will poke me in the face wanting me to feed her. I then turn over to ignore her, and she still carries on poking me. Very naughty cat. But she's very good whilst I work. She then spends all her time sleeping on the sofa and then comes out to play after work. So yes, I have learned that I am a very good parent looking after a little kitty cat. That is the summary of my lockdown life. As things ease up, I am sure there will be some changes to go through. And that does remind me, when lockdown started I did have a beard, which I then shaved, which is now growing back, so I'll probably shave it again. That brings me to the end of my video. Hope you've liked it, like, subscribe, enjoy the other videos, and I'll be back for something new soon, and have a fantastic day. Goodbye!